everybody. My name's Amanda Shepherd and I am recording my first full-length YouTube video today. We're going to be working with a pose called Yogi Dandasana. It's a hip opener and a twist. There's flexy feet. It's a pretty challenging pose, so if hip opening is hard for you, if you're sitting in a pose like double pigeon and your knee is up here, probably not the pose for you. I would say this is a level 2 plus practice today. We're very strong too. And all right, namaste, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let's get started. We're going to start in Supta Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet together, knees out to the side, recline. Just allow yourself to breathe nice and easy. Allowing each inhale and exhale to become the same length of time. In the same capacity. So as much air as you take in, you're letting go the same amount. Just let your breath become even overall. In and out through the nose. Maybe feel the inhale grow from the belly up to the chest, and exhaling from the chest down through the belly. Your next exhale, reach your hands out to the side. You can draw your knees into your chest. A couple low back circles, 1 or 2 each direction. Letting the floor massage your low back. Be really easeful. And then just drop your knees off to the right. Maybe reach your left sits bones towards the wall and see if you can let your left shoulder blade move to the floor. You can look over your fingertips if that's interesting. Exhale back through center. Just take it the other way. As you feel the body with breath, hold at the top and then exhale from the top down. Right shoulder blade in, right ribs to the floor. Try to move that direction, belly to spine. Go over your fingertips. Exhale back through center. You're going to keep the left knee in, reach that right leg long. And take a nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, twist to the right. See if you can get that length on the left side body. So the shoulder and the hip have as much space between them as you can manage. Exhale, number 4, stretch. Left ankle over that right knee. Draw that right knee in. See if you can take your hands around the hamstring. If you want to use a strap or a towel here, you're welcome to do that. Separate your inner shoulders. Try not to drop off to the left side, so you can keep your sacrum even on the floor. And as you exhale, take the left hand to the outside of that left foot and find Ardha half Ananda blissful Balasana. Bala's baby. Half happy baby pose. Scoop that left hip under. Breathe into the right side belly. Take your right foot to the floor, really root it down. We're just going to stretch out that left leg any amount. You're going to push your foot in, roll onto that left side body, and maybe reach that left heel to sky, right toes down. Good, exhale, back through center. Let's snuggle that right ankle behind the left. And just take some pulses. 5, 4, 3, using your low belly. 2, 1, maybe add the shoulder blades for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, knees to chest, reach those arms out to the side. Maybe a low back circle, 1 or 2 each direction. This time keep the right knee in, reach the left leg long. And a nice deep inhale here, and as you exhale, twist across the body. How long can you let that right side waist be? Maybe glue your right shoulder blade in. And reach your right sits bones towards the wall in front of you. Maybe look at your fingers. Exhale back through center. Right ankle over that left knee. Draw that left knee in. Take your hands to the hamstrings. If you need more of a stretch, you want to feel this outside your right hip, you can grab your shin. Try not to drop off to the right side. Breathing here. Good. Grab the outside edge of that right foot. Ardha Ananda Balasana on that right side. And as you exhale, consciously breathe into the left side belly. Scoop that right hip under. Try to keep the sacrum even on the floor. And bring that left foot to the floor. I'm going to push that foot down as I reach that right heel away. Exhale back through center. Snuggle the left ankle behind the right. This time interlace the fingers behind your head. Lift the shoulder blades, and as you exhale, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach those arms forward. Unlace the feet, and with your inhale, you're going to lift up into Navasana. Chest moves towards the sun. Low back draws in and up. Breathing here. Good. As you exhale, find your all fours. Maybe crawl halfway up on your mat. And see if you can find your cat-cows. Just moving nice and easy, warming up the spine. I always like to draw my belly in and up very consciously here. Keep my arms straight. Any way you want to move. Sits bones towards the heels. Right. And maybe go the other way. Come on back through center. With your inhale, you're going to reach that left arm out to the left, and as you exhale, thread that arm through, walk the right hand forward, and see if you can find your twist. So lean back the right shoulder blade, right sits bones drawing away from you, and really feel that stretch behind your left shoulder blade. Any variations you like here, maybe you reach around, finding a half bind, maybe extend the right leg. Right, you're welcome to turn that hip out. See if you can find the foot. Maybe kick the foot away and draw the heel towards the outer hip, finding your quadriceps. And then take that right hand next to your face. You're going to reach that left arm forward. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. So reach that hand away. Turn your thumb down. Reach your arm back and bend your ankle so you can kick that foot into the hand for tiger pose. Right arm straight. Draw that shoulder down and away. Nice deep inhale here. Stick out your tongue. Cross your eyes. Lion's breath. One more time. And then gently reach that heel away. Let's take an extended child's pose. Walk your hands together and see if you can pull back with your hands and feel your lats. And walk your hands to the right. You're going to push the floor with the right hand, pull with the left. Come on back through center. Take it the other way. Come on back through center. Wrap your triceps towards the floor as you grab the earth with your palms and come forward to all fours. Maybe take a cat-cow if you like that. You're going to reach the right arm out to the right. Thread the needle. Draw that arm through. So I'm really pushing that arm down and pulling back so I feel the stretch underneath the spine of my shoulder blade. I'm going to walk my left hand out. Soft right here at the top of the shoulder. And back with your left hip. If you took a variation on side one, You're welcome to take it on side 2. Right. Returning those toes out. Might kick that foot into the hand and then draw the heel towards the outer hip. Good. Gently release. Take that left hand next to my face. And reach that right arm forward. Nice deep inhale. As you exhale, twist underneath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Elbow goes beyond the knee. Turn your thumb down, reach your arm back. And bend that knee, tiger pose. Keep the arm nice and straight. Nice deep inhale here. Lion's breath. One more time. Good. This time as you exhale, bring those hands down. Walk your hands forward. One length of one of your hands. Tuck your toes. And lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. In here. Shake your head, yes and no. Maybe pedal out the feet, drawing the heels down. You inhale, you're gonna reach that right leg back, turn the toes out, bend the knee. Couple hip circles. Just getting some fluid in the socket. Open that leg out to the side, check out your toes. Spread them nice and wide. Left heel's aiming to floor. And then as you exhale, let's step that right foot up, right next to your thumb. Come onto your fingertips and let that left knee come down. Reach those toes away. You can feel into the body here. And I like to find my inhale from the bottom, moving up. Inhaling. Trying to get Tadasana in my spine. I'm going to push in my hands into that right leg. And as I exhale, I'm going to sink those hips. Finding right here, scissor the heel and knee closer together. Reach that left arm up, find the wrist with your right hand, absorb those ribs in. Nice lateral stretch. And as I exhale, I'm going to come back through center. Scoot my belly, lift my ribs off the waist. I'm going to open the heart here. Maybe find chest expansion, arms. Reaching back. Sink those hips any amount. And as I exhale, I'm going to roll over that front leg and draw back. Ardha Hanumanasana. Feeling a hamstring stretch. I tend to round the shoulders here, so I want to lengthen the front of my body. As I exhale, I'm going to bring that right foot down. Take my hands inside and turn the foot out a little bit. Setting up for lizard pose. You can stay on your palms. Tuck the back foot, lift the heel. If it's comfortable for you, you can come to your forearms. Front body's working, so it's not lazy, right? Push your hands down, spread those inner shoulders, and really breathe to see if you can lengthen the front of the body. I'm going to reach for the back foot, so I'm going to bring that left knee down. I might come onto the outside edge of my right foot, and you can use a strap here if it makes sense for you. Elbows under my shoulder, or your palm to make it more accessible. Now reach the right arm forward, turn the thumb down, and reach back. Kick that foot into the hand, open the heart. And as I exhale, I'm going to bring my hand to the top of the foot and draw the heel towards the outer hip. Breathing here, spread those inner shoulders wide. As I exhale, forearms down, tuck those left toes, and I'm just going to reach it back into a forearm plank. I want to keep the tailbone long. Push down, roll my inner wrist down. Nice and strong. And as I exhale, I'm going to come all the way down to the earth. Roll those inner thighs to sky. I'm going to lift the whole back of the body, draw the belly in, and lengthen my tailbone. Then pull back with the forearms to spread those inner shoulders. Sphinx pose. Breathing here. the elbows. I'll open the delts. I'm going to reach. I'm going to reach that right arm through, plant the palm, reach the left arm on top like an X. Pull those palms together. Now, my tendency is to jump to the low back. I want to keep the tailbone long. Reach the top of my head forward. Come on out. Bring my fingertips wide. Keep that belly lifting. And lift on up into a cobra variation. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Oh, it feels so good. Come on down. Hands by my low ribs. Cobra. Some of you, maybe up dog. Exhale, down dog. Roll over those toes. Walk yourself up on your mat. Feel like you got too far. Back. Reach that left leg up. Turn the toes out. Bend the knee. Couple hip circles. Just getting some fluid in that socket. Open that leg out to the side. Right heel's aiming to floor. Check out your toes. Spread them wide. And then as you exhale, draw that knee up right next to your thumb. Onto your fingertips, you can feel into this pose, and then let that right knee come down, reach those toes away. You can always place a blanket underneath your knee if it's uncomfortable, right? Take my hands to the thigh, lifting on up, and as I exhale, I'm going to sink in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. One more time, feeling the psoas on the right side. Reach that right arm up, find the wrist. Lateral stretch. And see if you can minimize crunching on that left side by reaching out through your left armpit. Exhale back through center. Scoop your belly, lift your ribs off the waist. Open the heart. Fingertips clasp behind you, interlacing the fingers. Other index finger on top. And exhale, sink that in. Maybe you keep your heart opening as you come forward into Ardha Hanumanasana. Half splits. Are you doing this? Can you lengthen? So if you feel any discomfort here, what I like to do is push my heel into the floor a little bit and plug that femur bone into the socket. And that'll put a little natural micro bend in your knee. As you exhale, bring that foot down, take your hands to the inside. You can stay on your palms. I'm going to heel to the left foot out. Maybe turn the toes out. And tuck the right toes, reach that leg back, and maybe come to my forearms. Scoop the left hip under, lift the right hip point up. And as I exhale, I'm going to bring that right knee down. I'm going to reach for the back foot. So I want to, the left arm bone to move onto the back of the body, the socket to move in, or the arm bone to move into the socket. Turn my thumb down. I'm going to reach the hand back. Kick that foot to the hand. Open the heart. Look up. Take your hand to the top of the foot and draw the heel towards your outer hip. Breathing here. Feeling those quadriceps, they feel so good. As I exhale, I'll take the forearms down, step it back, nice and light into forearm plank. It's getting nice and strong. As I exhale, I'm going to find my Sphinx pose, lift the belly, pull back with the arms to find that heart opening. My low back feels awesome here. I'm going to push my palms down and lift the elbows. I'm going to glide the left arm through and the right arm on top. Pulling the hands towards each other, reaching the top of the head towards the front of the room. I'm going for the delt. Some of you might feel in between your shoulder blades too. Exhale, come on out. Lengthen the front of the body to come down. Some of you might stick with a cobra, some of you upward facing dog. And roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Shake your head yes or no. Draw energy towards your heels. Take pressure off those wrists. With my inhale, I'm going to lift the heels between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees. When the body's empty of breath, I'm going to bring those feet forward. Maybe a mini hop, small steps, maybe even an inversion. Depends on you. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Now reach those arms out. Do your wrist circles. Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing hands. Exhale, Samastihi. So setting up for Surya Namaskara 8. We'll do 4. Inhale, reach those arms. Urdhva Hastasana, exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. And then Chaturanga Dandasana. I messed that up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Taking a few breaths. Lengthen all 4 sides of your waist. Try to get the spine as long as it can be. Maybe hug the leg muscles to the bone. Lift your kneecaps up. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Nice and light. Bring those feet forward, however you like to do it. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Reach those arms. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastihi. Inhaling. Reach up. Exhaling, ride the breath to dive in. Inhaling, use your whole inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. If you have different variations you like to do, knees, chest, chin to cobra, something like that, you're welcome to take that. Push your palms down. Maybe feel a lift underneath the arm. It might give a sense of hollowness to your armpit. Triceps are rocking towards the earth. There's lots of space between your neck and the base of your shoulder. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Nice and light. Come on forward. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Reach those arms. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastihi. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, folding. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, feet to the back of the mat. Inhale, up dog. Exhale down. This time we're going to lift the heels, look between the hands. We're just going to jump to a squat. So I'm going to jump my feet around. Nice and light. Come on to my fingertips. So I can really negotiate that nice comfortable squat. And if you hate these, grab a block and stick it under your sits bones. Okay? Bring the back of my hands together.
And take a nice deep inhale here. And as I exhale, I'm going to twist towards my right knee, although I'm going to do it towards the left. I'm going to mirror this time. So I'm going to bring the left ribs towards the right. Nice deep inhale, exhale. Leaning back with that right shoulder blade. I'm going to reach the left arm out. Take that right arm to sky. Might keep my hand on my inner knee. Knees and toes, same line. I might reach my hands around and see if I can find a clasp. I'm going to straighten my arms and lean back as much as possible. Use your breath to find the pose a little more. And then as I exhale, I'm going to take my hands down and bring the knees into my armpits. Nice straight arms. Notice the shoulders round naturally. My inhale, I'm going to lengthen forward. Crane or crow pose. And then come back into my squat. Take the back of my hands together just to give the wrists a break. And you're just going to take that twist to the other side. So nice deep inhale, this time right ribs towards the left. You might find that your shoulder blade comes inside the knee. Take your left hand to the inner knee, reach that right arm out. Now reach those arms to sky, turn the palms up. And then maybe you find a clasp. If that's you, you can straighten your arms and lean back. Try to use all of the foot evenly. Then as I exhale, I'm going to come out. Straighten the legs. You might like inner knees to outer arms, another variation. Crane or crow pose, lengthen forward. I might bring the top of my head down. Draw the shoulder blades away from my ears, finding a tripod. Maybe turn the feet to, will be your right. And as I exhale, bring the heels in and just see if I can find a twist and come all the way across. Parsvabhakasana. Breathing here. Exhale, head comes down. Draw those knees in nice and tight. Lift up. I'm going to take my twist to the other side. Kick my butt with my heels. Then as I exhale, draw those knees in. Reach those knees across. Inhale and Parsvabhakasana. Maybe try to straighten the arm with no weight. Be your right. Bring the head down. Lifting on up. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale takes you to down dog. Draw the feet back, shake your head yes and no. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. And nice and light, we're going to bring those feet forward any way you like. Ooh. Exhale, coming on out. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Reach those arms. Do some wrist circles. Urdhva. Exhale, Samasthihi. That last back bend, handstand was a little back bendy. I sink the hips as I bend the knees, Utkatasana. And I like to take my hands to the hips and just feel out what's comfortable. So I'm going to tilt anterior and posteriorly until I find that comfortable spot. And maybe lift the hip points off the thigh a little bit. And get back. And then take your right hand to the thigh. You're going to reach your left elbow across and lean back. Get those hips low. Maybe left arm down, right arm up. So exhale, I'm going to look down and I'm going to step that left foot back. See if you can keep leaning. Lengthen. Drop your right ribs in. so the spine's long. Then as I exhale, I'm going to open up Virabhadrasana 2 on that right leg. And again, I'm going to take my hands to my hips and see what feels right. I want to feel like I'm lifting out of the pelvic floor. Turn your left thumb down, reach it up the back of the body. Reach your right arm to sky. Pat yourself on your back. And absorb those ribs in. And maybe find a half bind. And you can root into that left foot and reach that right leg, that right arm forward. Drop your left ribs in. Open the chest. Try to keep all four sides of your waist long. And as I exhale, I'm going to let that left arm go. Reach that arm overhead and do some giant circles. Circumducting the shoulder. Exhale, come to a long Parsvottanasana. You can pivot that left heel up and maybe fold over that front leg and then bend into it. We're going to open out into a pigeon prep. Roll that left inner thigh to sky. And walk your hands in. If you like something underneath your butt, you're welcome to place it there. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, come on forward. A couple times. Walk your hands in. I'm going to reach that right arm through like I'm threading the needle. And I might even fit the shoulder into the arc of my foot. Knuckles together to give my wrist a break, and I'm going to lean back, finding a twist. Drop the shoulders down. Good. As you exhale, come on out. Tuck those left toes. Reach that right leg back. Maybe bring the left heel down. Inhale, lift the heel. Exhale, bring that left heel to the floor. Lift your toes. And then lift up. I might do whatever I want with my right leg. Maybe even find a wild thing. Rooting that left arm down, drawing the left ribs towards the right. Push your feet into the floor. And maybe reaching out. Exhale, take it back around through vinyasa. They're like a palate cleanser in your practice. Exhale, down dog. I'm going to step that right foot in and reach the left leg back. And just plug this leg bone into the socket. And bring the thigh towards the chest, toes towards the wrist. And just see what happens. All right? Keep your arms straight. Maybe you find that full lift. Lifting up. Nice deep inhale, exhale, fold. Shake your head, yes and no. Sink the hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana. Urdhva. Exhale, Samastihi. Breathing here. Sink the hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana. Find your sweet spot. I like to spread the inner shoulders and maybe reach my thumbs back a little more. Breathe into the back ribs. Weight towards the heels. Left hand to the thigh and you reach that right elbow across. Lean back, use your knuckles. Push your hands together. Lean back with your left shoulder blade. Look up. Try to get the spine long. Maybe right arm down, left arm to sky. I'm going to kick my butt with my right heel and step it back. Going to keep that twist, opening. Drop your left ribs in. Now as I exhale, I'm going to come into a long Purvottanasana. I'm going to bend into that knee and open up Virabhadrasana 2. Breathing here. Turn the right thumb down, sneak that arm up the back of the body. Pat yourself in the back with your left hand, absorb those ribs in. Root into your right foot, straighten that left leg, and inhale, you're going to reach it out. T to Trikonasana. Spread those inner shoulders. Maybe take that hand into a half bind. And extend that arm. Reach that arm overhead. And giant circles, whatever feels good for you. Right. So exhale, come forward, bend that left knee, and turn out into your pigeon prep. I like my leg fairly parallel. Some people like to draw the heel towards the groin. Do what you like. Whatever feels right. Your hip will be the deciding factor in that position. Scoop your belly in. As you exhale, a couple times, just finding a back bend and releasing forward. And release down. You want to feel this on the right side where the thigh and butt meet. You don't want to feel it anywhere else. Everywhere else should feel pretty easy. I'll walk my hands in, and I'm going to thread the needle. I'm going to reach that left arm through, and I might see if I can get the shoulder all the way towards the sole of the foot. And I might bring the elbow down, and I like to use my knuckles so my wrists get a little break. I'm going to lean back with my right shoulder blade, maybe look up. And take the hair out of my face. In here. As I exhale, bring my hands back down, tuck the right toes, reach it back, three-legged dog. Do whatever you want with that hip. Maybe bring the left heel down, and inhale, lift that left heel. As you exhale, bring the heel down, lift the toes. You can do that a couple times. Maybe turn the left hip out. And maybe do hip circles. Maybe if it's interesting, you might find Kamatkarasana, wild thing, by reaching those toes behind you. Ground down through your foundation, through your right hand and your feet. So you can draw the shoulder away from your ear. The more you push your feet into the floor, the more you'll have room to lengthen the low back. Right ribs towards the left as you're reaching towards the floor. Reaching back around through vinyasa of your choice. Exhale, down dog. I might reach that right leg back. I'm going to plug the left leg bone into the socket. And just see what happens. Try to keep the arms straight. Hands pushing down, forearms together, biceps away from each other, triceps towards the back of the arm. Just see if you can step it up. Some days works better than others. Nice deep inhale, exhale, fold. Sink those hips as you bend the knees. Utkatasana. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastihi. Find your Tadasana. Sink the hips as you bend the knees. Find your twist. Left elbow to the outside of that right knee. Lean back, get those hips low. Check out the sky. Any arm variations you like. So even keep your gaze lifted this time as you step that left foot back. Right. If your fingertips find your belly button in that half bind, you might reach underneath. And find your clasp, look up. Use those left quadriceps. And as you exhale, unwind, open up. Virabhadrasana 2. Find your pose. Left thumb sneaks up between the shoulder blades, palm facing out. Gomukhasana arms. Absorb those ribs. Root into that left foot. You're going to straighten the right leg. Reach it out. Utthita Trikonasana. Maybe keep the arms floated out. Ardha Chandrasana. Then you can let your right fingertips come to the floor. Very light. Maybe extend the left arm and reach back for that foot. Finding Chapasana variation. Breathing here. If it's interesting, extend the leg. Lift that left leg higher, float it back. Virabhadrasana 2. I'm going to frame the front foot into a long Purvottanasana. Lengthen the front of the body. And once again, as you exhale, find your pigeon prep. Belly in, lifting the heart. Exhale, folding it. Each hip's different, so just do what your hip needs. Lock your hands in. Find that twist. Go across. See if you can get the shoulder into the arc or just touching the sole of the foot. Lean back with your left shoulder blade. Roll that left inner thigh to the sky. Exhale, come on out. Step it back into your three-legged dog, Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Anything you want to do with that hip. Maybe come out Karasana, wild thing. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Exhale, take it back around through your vinyasa. Maybe you like to bring your chest down. Some of you might like chin stand. Exhale, down dog. Step the right foot in a little bit. Reach the left leg to sky. And just see what happens. Flex the feet, maybe pike it down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Sink those hips as you bend the knees. Utkatasana. Urdhvastasana. Exhale, Samastihi. Inhaling, Utkatasana. Exhaling, find your twist. Right elbow to the outside of that left knee. Any hand variation. Maybe look up. Maybe keep your gaze lifted as you step that right foot back. Breathing here, use those quadriceps, right? And then if you're in your half bind and then your fingers reach around and they find your belly button, you can probably reach underneath. You can find a clasp. You can use a strap or not do this at all. Lengthen the arms, open up. And as you exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Breathing here. Turn the right thumb down, just sneak that arm up the back of the body. Left arm to sky, pat yourself in the back. Some of you might touch. I usually don't. Draw those ribs in. Reverse warrior with Gomukhasana arms. Root into that right leg, straighten the left, and reach it out. Utthita Trikonasana. Keep all four sides of the waist long. Lean back with your right shoulder blade. Keep the arms if you can. And as you exhale, maybe look down for balance. You're going to float it out. Ardha Chandrasana. Let your left arm come down. You want to ground down through the big toe mound so you don't wobble like I just did. Maybe extend your right arm and bend the right knee. Kicking that foot to the hand. Opening up. Left hand's light. Gently release. Lift the right leg higher. Float it back. Virabhadrasana 2. Windmill the hands around. Straighten that left leg. Reach the heel to sky. You're in a long Purvottanasana. And then bend into that knee and just open up into your pigeon prep, whatever variation you like. Roll that right inner thigh to sky. And as you exhale, come on down. Maybe come on up and see if you can reach that left arm through. I want to try and get the back of the shoulder, top of the shoulder down, and lean back. Keep that right inner thigh rolling to sky as you lean back here. Maybe look up. Come on down. Out. Raise that left leg. Whatever I want with that hip. Maybe find a wild thing. Take it back around to my hard side on that. In your vinyasa, some of you might like to bring the chest down. Or find chin stand, something like that. You're getting fancy. Step the left foot in, lift the right heel. And just see if you can find that lift. Push the floor away. Flex the feet. Pull that belly in so much. Back it down. Try to slow it down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Sink the hips as you bend the knees. Utkatasana. Exhale. Samastiki. Alright, so keep the weight into your left foot. I'm going to lift your right knee and find funky Utkatasana. So make a number 4 stretch. And as you exhale, sink the hips as you bend the knees, drawing back. Weights a little bit towards the heels, right? Because that's where your leverage is going. Pull the belly in. See if you can take that left hand to the sole of that right foot. You're going to reach your right arm forward like you're shaking someone's hand. And then as you exhale, you're just going to twist. Try to get that foot, try to get the arc of the foot around the tricep, or the tricep into the arc of the foot. Right arm down, left arm to sky. Keep leaning back, draw your left ribs in. And as you exhale, unwind, maybe toe lock. Tita Astapadangustasana A. Turn the foot out. Reach it out to B. Go over your left shoulder. Come on back through center and see if you can reach for the outside edge of that foot. You can do the outside edge of the knee, of course. Dancing Shiva. Look back at your right fingertips. Oh, can't balance today. And then as you exhale, reach that right arm down, left arm back. Bend that right knee, kick that foot into the hand. And as you exhale, step it back into Virabhadrasana 1. So make sure you have your stance correct for your body, squaring right hip and chest towards the floor. Inhaling, breathe into the back ribs. Wrap those triceps. Look down the tip of your nose, draw your chin back, and reach the top of the head towards the back of the roof. And maybe see your thumbs. Good, nice and light. As you exhale, open up, Virabhadrasana 2. Breathing here. Root into the right foot, straighten that left leg, and reach it out. Tita Trikonasana. Maybe find that half bind. Look up. And as I exhale, I'm going to bend into that right knee. And I might take my hand to the floor. I might keep it on the calf. I might even bring it to my forearm. But I want to be able to lengthen all four sides of the waist, including the left one. And I want to be able to open up. Now if my half bind finds the outer hip, I can probably reach underneath and see if I can straighten the arms, lean over that leg. Good, this time as I exhale, I'm going to unwind. Left hand to the outside of the left foot, right hand under the shoulder. Ekapada Dandasana, B. And then I have this thing here, so float it back through your vinyasa. Exhale down dog. Breathing here. Interesting for you, you can bring your forearms down. Let the chest melt towards your thighs. Maybe reach that right leg back. Wrap your inner wrist towards the earth. And as you exhale, come on up. You can stay here. Draw the left knee into the chest. Reach the right leg away, finding a flying scorpion, looking at the sky. Exhale, take it down. Maybe child's pose. Bring back. Draw your hands together. And really push down with your hands and pull back. Oh, it feels so good. And as you exhale, and you're down dog. Bring your feet forward. Any way you like to do it. Maybe you like small steps. Maybe you like to, I don't know, work into a different inversion. Whatever you like. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Take your head, yes and no. Reach those arms out to the side. Do your wrist circles. Urdhva Sthasana. Exhale, Samastihi. And you're going to bring your weight into your right foot and lift the left knee. Cross that knee over for number 4. And sink those hips back. Find your sweet spot that feels good for you. Maybe take your right hand to the left foot. Reach your left arm forward like you're shaking someone's hand awkwardly. And then as you exhale, bring that tricep into the instep. Left arm down, right arm up. As you exhale, look down for balance. Definitely makes this easier. See if you can find your toe lock. Index, middle finger together. Seal it with your thumb. root into that right foot and maybe extend that left leg. Padangusthasana. Turn the foot up. Push that leg out to the side. Maybe look over your right shoulder. Come back through center. Maybe find the outside edge of that foot. You want to keep that left hip dropping down. Maybe look at your left fingertips. And as you exhale, reach it around. Right arm's reaching back. You're going to bend that left foot. Kick that foot to the hand. And as you exhale, nice and light, extend the leg back and set your feet up for Virabhadrasana 1. So make sure you can square the hip and chest. Inhale into your pose. Breathe into the low back and let your warrior come from that huge expansion. Lift your ribs off the waist, drop the shoulders. Keep your bend in your front knee. Then as you exhale, nice and light, open up Virabhadrasana 2. Root into that left foot, straighten that right leg, reach it out, Utthita Trikonasana. Reach that arm overhead. Maybe reach around for that half bind. And if you find your outer hip, you can bend into that right knee, scoop the hip under, reach the sternum towards the front edge of your mat, and lean back with your left shoulder blade. Now if your hand is here, you can probably just reach underneath and find that clasp. Interlace the fingers, some of you find a wrist, and straighten the arms, leaning back. Keep grounding down to the outside edge of that left foot, right? Lean back here. But as you exhale, you're going to unwind. Right hand to the outside, left hand under your shoulder. Ekapada Kandanyasana B. Inhale up top. Exhale down dog. Maybe bring those forearms down. Roll your wrists down. Try to bring both forearms down together. If you're doing one at a time, it's kind of askew. And maybe bring your knees down first. Right. Reach that left leg to sky. Spread your inner shoulders. And root to rise. Push your forearms into the floor. Reach your chest through the upper arms. Maybe drop the head. Maybe draw the right hand, reach that left leg nice and long, and maybe even look up at the sky. Flying scorpion. And as you exhale, nice and light, child's pose. Going back. Point your fingertips like you've got something underneath your palms and you don't want to squish it. Maybe a little tree frog or something. You want that tree frog to feel loved. Wrap the triceps down and pull back so you can get the idea of a pulling action. It's an important counter to inversions. Trying to simulate a hang, like you're hanging from something. And as you exhale, come on forward, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Right here. You're doing okay? Lift the heels, bend the knees. Bring your feet forward any way you want. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And sink the hips as you bend the knees. Utkatasana. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastihi. Take a moment to reconnect to your breath. Shake your wrists out. I'm going to turn forward. Try this next bit. Can you see me? Hi. Alright, so for our peak, put a root into your left foot and lift your right knee. Make it number 4. Ankle to knee, and as you exhale, sink back. Breathing here. Good. Take the left hand to the right sole of the foot. You're going to reach the right arm forward like you're shaking someone's hand, and then find your twist. Right? I like to bring the knuckles together, it just makes it easier. For my wrists. I'm going to lean back with that left shoulder blade. Right arm down, left arm to sky. I might stay here. I might bring those palms down and find grasshopper. Right, and then as I exhale, I come all the way down. Your hips should be pretty open. And I'm going to keep reaching across. So this is a big twist. I'm going to lift up, and as I exhale, I'm going to keep reaching. And then, if the foot's in my armpit, I'm going to wrap that leg back and see if I can grab my knee. All right? And reach that left arm forward, right over the knee. Rooting down. Now, if you don't want to take the full pose, you can reach around for that half bind and just see if you can take the hand to the inside, right? Breathing here. And as I exhale, I'm going to come back, plant the palms, grasshopper, and then come on up, hold in. Exhale, Samasthi. Come back to center. I'm just going to take that to the other side. Make a number 4. So I'm just going to lift the knee, turn the foot out, ankle to knee, and as I exhale, I'm going to sit back. Hi, everyone. Take the left hand to my, take my right hand to my left foot. I'm going to reach the left arm forward. Nice deep inhale. And as I exhale, I'm going to twist, going all the way across. Left arm down, right arm to sky. Might try and find that half bind, spreading those inner shoulders. And then as I exhale. So it's like I'm stepping on my tricep, and I'm going to reach that right heel away, right? I'm going to come on down. I'm going to keep this shape and just try to extend it a little more. So right fingertips are behind me for leverage in the floor, trying to lengthen the spine. And as I exhale, really finding that twist and maybe seeing if the foot goes into the armpit, and then bringing that hand down. And reach that right arm over that right knee. Right? Now if that's too much for you, you can have a half bind. And maybe this is a little more accessible for most people, reaching through like that. Right. As I exhale, I'm going to come back through center. Step on the tricep, grasshopper. And then just come on out. And up. And let go. Alright. So we have one more variation to play with. This one's a little more challenging. This is definitely a 2-3 class. We'll lift that right leg up, turn the foot out. Ankle to knee. Lean back with my hips. Bring the weight towards the heel. Nice deep inhale, and as I exhale, I'm going to twist, going all the way across. And see how far across I can go. Maybe instead of the tricep, I want to go higher into the armpit here. Right arm down, left arm up. I might reach around for that half bind. Now, if my fingertips are at my belly button, I can probably reach around for the clasp and come all the way up. So in like a standing Yogi Dandasana. And then as I exhale, I'm going to bring it back down. Unwind. You want Ekapada Galavasana. Right, wrap those toes around. Maybe through a vinyasa. Exhale down dog. Walk my feet in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Reach those arms. Exhale, Samasthihi. And away into the right foot. Lift the left knee, open it out. Breathing here. Get low, low, low. Think like a low rider. Take my hand to the foot. Reach it across and just twist in. And getting really far. Try to get that foot all the way to the armpit. Gonna reach that right arm up. Maybe find the half bind. If I find my belly button, spread those inner shoulders to help that. Then I might be able to reach through. This side's always harder for me. Not quite. And lift hand up. And then I'm gonna come out. Nice and light. All right. And all the way down, Baddha Konasana. Hands to the outside edge of the foot. Draw your low back in, lengthen forward. Inhale, reach the crown of the head forward and up. Now as you exhale, I'm going to reach the feet a little further away from Omega. Lift the sits bones, relay them back down. Such a good pose for your piriformis, although it should be well open by now. Draw your low back in. Good. Inhale, reach the crown of the head forward and up. And bring those feet forward. Paschimottanasana, back body stretch. So I don't want to round, right? Not a head banging pose, not rounding the shoulders. I really want to lengthen. So maybe your hands are on the floor. Wherever your hands are, you're going to push down and pull back. Pushing down lifts the chest, pulling back lengthens the body. Reach the crown of the head forward and up. Didn't really do too many back bends, so I'm not going to do too many now. Now reach those arms forward, lengthen the tailbone, and roll it out one vertebra at a time. Bring those hands down. And I'm just going to take a bridge pose. If you're more open in your spine and you want to go into big back bends, go ahead. Ankles underneath the knees. Lengthen the tailbone. Interlace the fingers, wrap one shoulder under than the other, keep the chin lifted. The more I push my feet in, the more room I make for that low back to get nice and long. Exhale, come on out. Inhale, lift. Maybe wrap the other shoulder under first, interlacing the fingers. Chin lifted. Exhale, come on out. I take Gomukhasana, legs, right knee over the left, try to separate those feet. I might switch it up. As I exhale, I'm going to take a twist. Left knee over right, bring the hips to the left, knees to the right. Just neutralizing the spine. If your hip flexor or low back is tender, you can just stack the knees to make it a little more comfortable. And if you're feeling really fancy, you can reach down for your right foot with the left hand, left foot with the right hand.
and reach the feet away. For Supta Ardha Matsyendrasana. And coming back through center, right knee over left, bring the hips right, knees left. Oh, Gomukhasana leg, sorry. Separate the feet. And then find your twist. And if you want to take it into Supta Ardha Matsyendrasana, you're welcome to do that. Try to draw the hip like you're letting your sits bones make a mark on the wall at the front of the room. So back through center, maybe a couple low back circles, just like you started. And setting yourself up for your final relaxation. Breathing here. Sometimes I like to place something underneath my knees so my low back feels a little longer, a little extra nourished. wherever you are in your breath cycle, start to move take a nice deep inhale in, let it go through the mouth. Start to move the fingers and toes, doing wrist and ankle circles, reaching out through the arms and legs. As you exhale, draw those knees to your chest. Maybe pick a side of the body to roll onto for a breath or two. When you're ready in your own time, make your way up to a nice comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Oh, I'm over time. Elbows right underneath the shoulders. Just take a few seconds to be still, a few breaths. I'm going to end with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, peace, peace, and perfect peace, if it's interesting. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, and perfect peace. Peace be with you, whether you're on your mat or standing in a long line waiting for pasta. Thumbs to third eye. Namaste, everybody. Thank you for practicing with me. Please subscribe if it's interesting, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Thank you. Namaste.